This video I'm going to show you how to create a label in a text box using tkinter. Oftentimes when using tkinter you'll see that the import being stated like this: import tkinter as tk. So that way whenever I have to qualify something used in the tkinter module, I just have to type in tk. That's a trivial thing because with PyCharm, as soon as I start typing in tkinter, it automatically appears, and I just have to hit enter. But if I don't, if you see that statement, it means instead of typing in tkinter, all I always have to do is type in tk. And so that's what that means. So I'll go ahead and change it to tk. So I'll show you what I mean now. So I'm going to create a label. Oh, by the way, here's how you set a title to your main window. Main window.title, and it's a method. So it needs parentheses, and then in quotation marks you put down your title. Here's my label. So I call it, it's going to be, this thing is going to be like a little GUI to calculate the area of a 2D shape. So I need a width. So I'm going to say, I'm going to name the label width, and then I'm going to create it using tk.label, and then you're going to give it its location. It's going to be put on the main window, and this text is going to say enter width. Okay, that creates the label. Now I got to place the label. So you say label width. See how it automatically populates in your suggestions? Just hit enter. Now I'm going to put it in a grid. So a grid is just like you playing Battleship. You have rows and columns. You're going to put it on row 1. Row equals 1. Column equals 1. And you can, yeah, I think that's about it. Let's see. Let's run it. There's your label. That's at the tippy top. By default, that's, row 1. That's row 1, column 1. So it's right at the tippy top. You can add some padding to that. Pad y equals, just make it 10. Now watch, it's going to be pushed down a little bit. See how it's pushed down? And you can push it off to the side if you want to. Pad x equals 10. Now it's pushed off to the side as well. 10 pixels. Push down 10 pixels. Now let's go ahead and create the text box. So text width equals tk dot, it's called entry, believe it or not. It's going to be put on the main window. And I'll give it a width of 10. That creates it, but now you got to show it. So text width dot grid. I'm going to stick it on row 1 again. So it's going to be in the same row, but the next column over. I'll give it a pad, the same pad y, so it comes down. I'm not going to apply the pad x straight away, so you can see what it looks like. So there you go. There's your text box, and you can enter in stuff. And I gave it a width of 10 pixels. Let's make it 50. And you see it'll be bigger. Okay. This let me run again. So here it is without with the pad y, the same pad y as this one. Now let's give it an x. Some padding on the x. See what happens. Pad x equals 10. I think I pushed it away a little bit more. Let's make it a lot so you can really see it occurring. See how it's pushing away? Alrighty. If I make it 0. Alright, now how much time do I have on this thing? Because one of the things that it has is and